right, so welcome back, guys. Today we're breaking down our top five beats of the year, our top five instrumentals, including a few honorable mentions as well. And we're just going to get right into it. So I want you to start off. I want you to give me two honorable mention picks.
My first honorable mention is "So Be It," Black Star, produced by Madlib. Now that one sounds like it's off this album right here, and yeah, it was actually very close to making my list. I just the mix was kind of messed up on it. That's why I didn't throw it in the top five. But here, give me yours now.
Well, I want to say first, I was this close to one of those No Fear of Time beats.
Wait, really?
I really was because it. I'm not. It wasn't my favorite record. Um, I prefer the original Black Star offering, but um, the beats were some of them were just otherworldly. I liked the way the drums were turned down. I liked the spacey and just elegant instrumentals. And part of the reason that I probably didn't choose one is because I've been unable to listen to the album since my Luminary subscription expired. So blame them for that. But okay, so let me give you my first honorable mention. My first honorable mention is "Feel the Fire" off of the Metro record, the one with.
Oh, yo, that about made my honorable mention too.
Yeah, it was. There might be some recency bias, but it's hard to deny that I really like the way he flipped that sample. Um, I honestly wish more of that record sounded like that
Yeah.
because I know he was tweeting about how he was getting better at flipping samples, and I got really excited. But so be it. It was a great, great beat and a great way to close out that record.
Yeah. Yeah, Feel the Fire, that that was definitely my favorite instrumental off that album. Um I God, I really wish I would love that album a lot more if he had a few more tracks like that. The next one, I don't know if you've heard my next honorable mention, but it's off Currency and the Alchemist album that came out this year off Continuance. It's The Tonight Show.
Yes, yes, we've listened to that one together.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember because it came out in like I want to say February, but it came out very early on in the year. But yeah, that song is just. Oh, I think I might be mistaken. But I think it's like an Indian pop song flip that Alchemist did, which is sounds like him. But yeah, I love that. I love that beat, and I mean like, say what you want about Currency's um his delivery or anything about Currency, but I mean the beat's just incredible. Um, I really wish you would have gave that beat to like a Freddie Gibbs, but I guess you can't complain.
Well, Uncle Al gets creative, so I think that anytime he links up with those Griselda-esque guys, I'm not even sure if Currency's like a member of Griselda, but they kind of
No, he's actually a member of Wiz Khalifa's thing.
interesting. But he kind of gets grouped into that camp unofficially for me of those more underground artists.
He does. Yeah. I mean, the whole Alchemist group is like, um, they vary, but they're all under the same umbrella. All right. Well, you have one more honorable mention, right?
Yeah. So my other honorable mention is maybe a bit unconventional. It's Radar off of the Jid record. Um, I think I'm a sucker for the beat switches. I don't think any of the three beats on that song are masterful in and of themselves, but the way that instrumental is presented, um, and like the musical progression on that song, it's just hard to beat. And it's just a fantastic instrumental. It's a great way to start that record off. The first real song on that record.
Great, dude. Yeah, I love that song. That song's crazy. Um, I need to listen to that song without Jit on it. I wonder if somebody like made it on YouTube or something.
Cool. So I mean that's pretty strong for honorable mentions. Let's get into the top five, and I'll go first. And yet, you want to take any guesses at what you think this is going to be?
Dude, wait. I'm gonna guess the album is off of, cause I don't know if I'm gonna be able to guess the song, Is it off of Push's album?
It is not, but you will be seeing that. Um, my number five pick is X-Wing by Denzel Curry. Um, it now, you know, I may get flamed. I passed up on Walkin'. I passed up on Mel Session 1. Um, something just stuck out to me about X-Wing, and sometimes I feel like simple is better, and that's just such an elegant beat. It just love those violin sounds in the background mixed in with those kind of trap-esque sounding drums. It's just a beautiful loop, and I feel like Denzel killed it. But I feel like anyone would sound good on that beat. I love that. It's one of my favorites of the year. Just feel a way
Who
about it.
produced it?
I don't know. I have no idea who produced it.
Oh, interesting, interesting. Gotta look that up after. I'll throw it on the screen. All right, you ready for mine?
I'm ready. I want to hear it.
Okay, wait, you guess my number five.
Is it off of Push or Kendrick's records?
No,
Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what it is.
it's "Okay" by Casey, produced by Gesaffelstein.
That was a sleeper. Casey almost snuck his way onto my. Tell me what you like about that drumless hip hop song.
Yeah, I actually I've listened to some people who've added drums. He did that whole thing where he wanted fans to add drums and whatnot. But yeah, I mean you can't go wrong with Gesaffelstein. That song is insane. Um, I I would really like to see them do a collab album because those three songs they dropped are incredible.
It's great. It was great, and that was a fun release because it kind of came out of left field.
It did. Yeah, I did not expect. I mean, there's because there's ties to Casey and Kanye, and then of course Gesaffelstein and Kanye from the Yeezus days. But yeah, great track. I love that song. Song's incredible.
Totally. So I like I like the drumless pick. Maybe we'll get more drumless songs in hip hop soon. I don't know if that would be a good or bad trend, but it's definitely unique.
Well, it's a big trend going on with the Alchemist and that whole clique with Earl and Navy Blue and Makami. They love their drumless loops. Even like Billy Woods and Arm& Hammer, they do it a little bit too.
Yeah, I'd like to hear more of it. Okay, so my number four. Um, yeah, because we did X-Wing was my fifth. So number four, I don't think you were gonna guess this one, but number four is PG Baby by Red Veil. Yeah, my favorite beat on that album. Um, that album was really good, start to finish. Yeah, I believe Red Veil produced the whole thing himself. PG Baby was great, just a really soulful instrumental. It's hard not to like. Denzel Curry actually hopped on a remix. He killed it. Um, so yeah, I mean, there's not much I can say about PG Baby. It's one of my favorite instrumentals of the year. Um, what's your number four?
Ooh, my number four. All right, it's "Let the Smokers Shine the Coop," produced by Pharrell with Pusha T. Dude, that was. I think that's my favorite song on that album. It's definitely my favorite produced song. Pharrell just snapped on that. He went crazy.
So when I made my list, that was on it, um, but I took it off in favor of another beat from the Pusha record. But what a crazy instrumental! That refrain in the middle where the piano breaks it all up and then it comes back. Um, hard hitting drums from Pharrell. I mean, like such a good track. Um, love it.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite Pusha Pharrell collab ever.
Wow. Ever.
Because I mean, ever. Yeah, I can't think of one that hits harder. That song's just insane. I mean, I
Not even the one with Jay Z on that record, the neck and wrist.
no, nah, dude. I I think this song hits harder.
Well, fair, fair.
It's all you. Give me your three.
I'm pretty excited for this one. This is unconventional as hell, but Rich Spirit from Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Um, I mean, what an instrumental. I think that maybe it gets overlooked a little bit because the playfulness that Kendrick brings to the track doesn't captivate your attention as hard as a track like Mother I Sober or Father Time. But I mean, just listening to that instrumental start to finish, it's masterful. I love all the unique drums. I love the unique vocals they added into the instrumental. I love the progression, the way the beat changes over the course of the song. It's like it never stays the same. Um, just love it. It's one of my favorite instrumentals, up there with N95 off of that record.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's I got some Kendrick coming in here soon.
Yeah, I know you do. What you got?
All right, number 3, Smith plus Cross, Billy Woods, produced by Preservation.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Dude, that song is the humming. I don't know what that. It sounds like a choir just humming in the background, and like the electric guitar that comes in the middle of the song is just insane. That's my favorite instrumental off that album. I mean, I can't say enough about how much I love that song. I listen to that song just about every day. It really, really good instrumental. Preservation went crazy. And I know you're probably not aware of who Preservation is. He's done a lot of work with like Mos Def, or Yasin Bey. But yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of him. I'm not super familiar with his work, but I just know of him.
yeah. Somebody like him working with Billy Wood, someone of Preservation stature, is just super exciting when I saw it, and my obviously top 3 beat of the year. So
Yeah, so that's a good pick. So number 2, "Dreaming of the Past" off the Pusha T record. Um, my favorite beat on the album. Um, I think the beat is so good. I take nothing away from Push because the performance was incredible. I liked the way he almost got into like a. I mean, he did his own hook on the song, and he was kind of singing, and that's like totally new for him. You think back to the record like King Push, in 2013, I believe. That was one of the bars on the album was he raps, he doesn't sing hooks. It was cool to see that progression. So I'm taking nothing away from him, but that beat is incredible, and I could listen to it on its own, all day. Love it.
that's Kanye, right?
Yeah, love the piano behind that sample. It was just love the way he flipped that.
Yeah, yeah, that's a dope song. Even though Kanye's verse is three bars.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know this is not on the topic of instrumentals, but I thought that was probably the weakest verse on the whole album. I mean, yeah, that I really wish, because that instrumental's so good. I wish Kanye would have gave us a little more with that one.
Okay, so what's your 2?
Okay, my 2. No Dough, Fly Anakin, produced by Madlib. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard that song.
Yep.
That song is, I mean, it's like it's vintage Madlib, but I don't know. He's been doing some different things with his production recently. Like he produced All Bandana on an iPad, and he's been working with underground artists a little more, like Fly Anakin, and he just did a song with your old Droog. But yeah, great track. I listen to that song just about every day too. I mean, you can't go wrong with Madlib. He's, if not one of, he is the GOAT.
One of, right? It's undisputed. He's one of.
Yeah, I would argue he is, but yeah, definitely my number 2 pick right there.
All right, so we're down to what we think are the 2 best hip hop beats of the year.
Or one is, dude, I don't know what yours is gonna be. I'm like,
And you're not gonna figure it out either.
wait, let me guess.
I'll give you one artist.
Let me guess. One artist. Okay, hold on. Let me. Nav.
You got me. When Sparks Fly, Vince Staples. What? Yeah, I mean, love it. I love it. That's the second time I've heard that sample flipped. The first time was on an extremely underground record. Shout out to Paris Kariz, if anybody knows who Paris Kariz is. One of his producers flipped it previously on a record he dropped in 2020. But I mean, what a beautiful way that they flipped that, um, and just it's just such an elegant beat. I mean, that's just like what you. I mean, it just like personifies hip hop to me. That's what you want to hear out of a beat. I love the way they did the drums. I just love everything about it. I don't even have to talk about how great of a performance Vince did on the beat, because we're just talking about the instrumental. But yeah, that was honestly my favorite. May not be the best, objective beat of the year, but that was probably my favorite.
Honestly, that's kind of a Vince Staples is not credited enough for his production choice or choices. He really, he really knows this thing with picking talent. All right, it's The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar, produced by Beach Noise. That might be my favorite song of the year, not even just the instrumental. I don't understand why it wasn't on Mr. Morale. I know it's on streaming, but like I don't know why he didn't add it. I mean, I guess I do know why, because it didn't thematically fit, but
Well, he actually, funny enough, I don't know if you saw this, but he did add it. It's on the record now, but it kind of just felt like a last ditch attempt to garner more streams.
yeah, yeah, it's like a bonus now, I guess. Then he put it after Mirror.
Yeah, which I don't like. It doesn't really fit the theme.
I know you own Mr. Morale on vinyl. Is that on the vinyl or no?
I believe no, it's not.
I really want that song on vinyl. I guess I'm gonna have to wait till he drops a deluxe. But yeah, dude. I mean, the Marvin Gaye "I Want You" flip was insane. The first time I heard it, I was freaking out. I mean, when the instrumental stops, and it's just the electric guitar. Um, it's just crazy, crazy song.
It would be, I mean, I'm not going to judge, but I'd be shocked if any fan didn't have that song on the top 10 list at the end of the year, right? I mean, it's just one of those moments, right? Like, you remember where you were when it dropped. We've been waiting 5 years, and just to hear a Marvin Gaye flip is the first thing we get from Kendrick after that hiatus. It's great.
And I mean, Marvin Gaye's on my top 5 of all time, and Kendrick's on my top 5 of all time. So that's just, I mean, you can't go wrong with it. It's crazy, crazy, crazy song, crazy beat. Shout out to Beach Noise. I didn't know who he was. I still don't really know who he is. I know he's a PG Lane guy, but
Yeah, shout out to all the producers that did these beats. They're going to be credited on the screen because they deserve it. These were some of the best beats of the year. Yeah, so I liked your list. Uh, I liked mine.
I liked your list too. I was surprised with your number one. I did not. I wasn't. I saw the other ones kind of coming a little bit, just like with the artist, but I forgot about that Staples record.
Yeah, with this year, it was like kind of hard to avoid like a Jid, Denzel Curry, or Kendrick placement, right? I mean, all three of those records were just produced really well. Cheat Codes almost landed a few instrumentals on here.
Ooh, same, same. What was yours? Was it
Aquamarine. Yeah, it's great song, and but honestly, that wasn't even the one that was doing it for me. The Conway record, the track 11 on that album, loved that beat.
Dude, that was mine. Was it Saltwater? Yeah, dude, Saltwater. That almost made my honorable mentions. And when I was making this list, I had Saltwater at my 5, and then I thought of OK, and I was like,
Yeah, well, I really like it. That's dope lists all around. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back with some other really cool stuff by the end of the week. So, deuces.